Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are doing a review on the Pinkies blocks. If you've not already seen it, I've already done a little video on my faults on these, but today we're doing the full review. Are they the best extraction blocks on the market? Let's find out. See you in a sec. As you can see, plenty of bog work going on here. I've been blocking this, just drying some filler. In fact, we'll turn that off now. Give you a look at the blocks. If you've not already seen my first faults video on these blocks when I first got them, worth going back and having a look, but we will run over everything now. These are the first extraction blocks of this kind that have been released in the UK, but also sold worldwide. As you can see, there's 5 of them in the set. We've got the giant block, which is epic. This one's called the Mummy. We've got the next one down, which is called Elizabeth, William, James and Victoria. And as you can see, they're of a very similar nature to the famous Dura blocks. This is, I know they do bigger ones, but this is the normal Dura block set. So this is the equivalent. So we've got an Elizabeth. This one is the equivalent to a William, and then we've got one that's equivalent to the Victoria, and we don't have one to match the James there. As you can see, these are clean. I've got this is my second set of Dura blocks. We've got some other various shapes in there as well. Excellent set, love my Dura blocks, but as you can see, they don't get used much for the sole purpose the sole reason, should I say, is there's no extraction, and I can't stand dust and everything everywhere whilst I'm blocking. And I'm not the only one that feels that way anymore. Lots and lots of people have moved over to extraction and working in a cleaner environment. You don't want all of this on your floor everywhere where you're blocking. Loads of people want a cleaner prep bay and cleaner jobs, and the end result is your paintwork will be cleaner if everything else is cleaner. So as you can tell, loads of my other, I'll tell you now, I've given away a load of my other blocks to a friend. They don't get used much for the sole reason there's no extraction. And you can see these are clean. Like I said, these are my second set. I'm not giving too much away, but I've actually already gave my other set to a friend and some of my other blocks that I don't use to a friend because I'm smitten with them. But we're not going to go into that just now. I'll let you have your own thoughts on that in a mo. Let's have a little look at the construction, at the actual blocks themselves, and what I think of them. We'll start with the great big Mummy one. I have used this. I have not had lots of jobs in that warranted such a big block, but absolutely been brilliant for a job like this. As you can see, it is huge, and this is the first rendition of the company's items, so there will be more coming. They are actually going to be manufacturing a bigger block than that, which will have its purposes in the body shop industry. So that is brilliant, and the rest of them, obviously, you can see they're a lot more dirtier. I have used a lot more. The actual construction, that's got pipe, I'm going to show you on this one. The actual construction of the block, let's take this off so you can have a look. It is, how do I describe it to you? So the top cover feels, I believe it is like a neoprene. It's very, very nice to hold. They are of a high density type foam material. You've got to bear in mind this is the company's first release of these blocks, and they are intended on making what's the word, revisions to them. I've already spoke to them. There will be in the future like a nice cap or a capping going on this end and possibly on the other end there, just to make it look aesthetically pleasing. But they are very lightweight, very firm, and sort of, I don't know what the word is there. There's enough give for them to be comfortable to hold, but there's enough rigidity in the foam. It's not saying that you could push your finger in, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Very lightweight. Plenty of extraction holes on here. Now, in my opinion, they are probably more comfortable to hold than the Durablock. I'm not a fan of this rounded radius sort of that they put in now. It's okay, but I find that this is a nicer hold, in my opinion. That'll be each to their own. Someone might prefer the hold of the Durablock versus that all being square like that, but I actually really like that. I can't say that I've had any issues using this. I've done quite a few jobs with these. I mean, what can really go wrong with a sanding block? This is the thing. I'm not here to blow smoke up anyone's doodah. I'm here to give you my thoughts. So I wasn't given these are mine. I bought these, and it was only afterwards, speaking to Gavin, the owner, that obviously I told him I'm going to do a review anyway. That's what I wanted to do. So when I spoke to him, he offered to give me a free set so I can do a giveaway for you guys. So I've got a brand new set of Pinky's blocks there to do a giveaway in this video. Later on, when we're finished doing the review, I'll tell you all about that and how you can enter and how you can win your own set of these blocks. So after my usage, I was planning on doing this review before Christmas, but I had a lot of things going on, as everyone does. I've got 5 kids, double busy, you can imagine. But I hadn't really had a lot of usage for this great big block. And I had this job booked in, and basically the long and short of it is this got hit by a forklift. It should have been replaced. They didn't want the panel replaced. They just wanted it fixed and put back the best that it can be so they can use it. It's so stretched, and it was oil canning. It was terrible. I pulled it all out with my puller. I've shrunk it, and it's still flexing in and out. So we've had to do quite a bit of filler work on this to get this job right, but it gave me the opportunity to really give this another good go. I'd used this on 2 other vehicles, and I really wanted to do a bit more work with this big mummy block. Now, it's very hard to show whilst I'm holding the camera, but there is enough flex on these blocks. I'm not going to be able to show you one-handed, but it does. Let's see if we can do this so you can see. It does have a bit of flex. There we go, you can see. So it will conform to the panel, as do the others. But I really wanted to use this one a bit more before I put this review out there. I know that there's guys that follow me on my channel that don't do a lot of body work, or they're just getting into it. And I also know there's guys that are professionals and they do this day in, day out. And you might be thinking, do I need them? Shall I buy them? The thing is, I can't make that decision for you. All I can do is show you what I've bought and tell you what I think about them. There are a lot of other blocks on the market, but they're not the same as this. This is why I was so happy when I see these. I was like, yes, I'm getting them, I want them, I need them. Now, the reason behind it is the other options you have on the market are not as good. Durablocks don't do it. If they did do it, I would have bought them. The other options we've got, these are my 3M blocks. They're okay, but they're solid. There is no give. Same again with their long block. It's fine, but the problem you have when you're using a long block like this is it won't conform to the panel, and sometimes it's not dead flat. It's fine. This is fine if you've got a dead flat surface. Every block has its own job. If you've got a dead flat surface, no problem, it'll work for you, it's fine, you can get through it. You know, I've got a Merca one over there. Everything has its own job, but these are what I would say is my English equivalent to a Durablock done right, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Now, there's niggles with these, as there are with other blocks. The vacuum on these are excellent. Now, when I first got them, my Hoover bag was full, and it wasn't, the suction wasn't that great, and I didn't realise. And now I've emptied it and changed my bag. The suction on these things are, well, epic. I'll show you. Every block does the same. Well, no point doing it, yanking about here, but yeah, the suction on them, phenomenal. If anything, a little bit too much. I have spoke to Gavin, and he said what they are looking at is some kind of valve they're going to put on here in the future, so you can adjust it, because he knows that some people's, like my one, I cannot adjust the power on my extraction. Some people have a dial and they can turn the extraction down a little bit, well I can't. So they're already thinking about future renditions. You've got to remember, these are handmade in the UK, they're not mass produced in China, and they obviously, it costs them a lot of money to make this. Any kind of manufacturing over here is a lot of money. They've gone through numerous tests that they do, and I'm presuming that they've done loads of pre-market renditions, testing, making tweaks, making changes, and from what I can make out, it's an evolving product. Like he's already said to me, they want to come up with a nicer end cap to go on them to make them look better. Extraction wise, they're going to have some kind of valve. They're working on some kind of design that they can use, so you can adjust your extraction yourself, which is another brilliant thing to add to this. Now, I can't, there's no point in me sanding that, showing you sanding. A block's a block. It will sand, just like that will sand. But only thing I would say is, if you find something you're happy with, comfortable with, and it works well, then it's a plus, it ticks all boxes. I'm not saying that there are no negatives to these blocks. Now, I will only give you my honest opinion on this channel. I'm not paid by anyone. It's not like that. You know, it's not eat my wife food and blah, blah, blah. I'm not interested. I don't care. I'll only review something that I want to review, and I'll only review something if I do a giveaway. For you guys, my channel's more important to me than earning money from it. I don't care about the peanuts that you get from YouTube. There are flaws with these. I have found flaws with these. They are not massive flaws, they're tiny little niggles, and I'm going to tell you about them because I've got to. This is a review. Now, what I have found is, we'll start with this. The Velcro doesn't seem to be as strong as some of the other models or brands. Now, I know it sounds daft. It's Velcro, it works, it does the job. Now, this is just a niggle, and I've got to show you. Now, the Velcro's fine. It does stick, and it sticks well. And it's just something that I've noticed. It's not as strong as the Velcro they use on here. Now, I haven't spoke to him about this, but this Velcro is quite a bit stronger. Now, I personally would prefer it to be a little bit more stronger than it currently is. But that's just my opinion. The 3M block. Oh yeah, I use a smaller one. I just find that their hook and loops just a little bit, whether it be longer, I don't know if that's the correct word. So yeah, so this 3M one is not quite as strong as that one actually. Yeah, I don't know whether it's slightly longer hook and loop. This one's super strong, the Merca one. This is where I noticed it, because I slapped a bit on there. I bought this is brand new, I ain't even used this yet. I bought this before I bought them. As soon as I bought these, I've had no reason to use that. The Velcro is really good on the Merca. and it's not as strong on that, and it's not as strong on the 3M. So that's just one little thing. There really isn't much more that I found that's not great, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Yes, the extraction can be a bit too strong on the smaller blocks. Let me show you. This one, when you use this one, it is blooming hard work to sand because of the extraction. But, I don't know if you just heard me there, yeah, this one is blooming hard work because of the extraction, but they're already dealing with it. They've already said about they're coming up with a valve that they're going to put at the end, so they're already making their good product better. So they're the only real flaws that I can find with it. Now let's move on to the next thing that people see as a flaw, is the price. I don't see it as a problem in my opinion, but if you're just starting out, you might not want to pay out the money. These cost about £250, which I didn't think was bad for what you get. When I bought these Blox, they were near £100, I believe, for that set, which was the going rate. They actually were more than that, and they're coming down a bit now. They're being distributed throughout the UK. That's £250 for this set. Now, this is the thing that people overlook. This 3M block, paid £80 for that one, for one block, okay? This Mercer one, about £50 for that block. This 3M one, I think was about 50 quid, or very close, around that region as well. Now, before these were released, if I walked into a Motor Factors or somewhere that I buy paint from, and I saw a block with extraction in, that was on the shelf, and when that's 80 quid, I would have bought it. Wouldn't have even thought about it, just would have bought it. Now, 250 sounds a lot, but it all depends what you want and the way you look at things. If you're starting out, yes, it might be out of your price range, and you just buy one of them blocks and maybe another block, whatever. If you've got a body shop and you own your own company, then in my opinion, if you don't spend £250, you're giving it back to the government in tax anyway. That is a tax write-off when you own your own company. So 250 quid to me, in my opinion, is money well spent, buying better products for your business, and it comes off your tax bill. So it's a no-brainer. So it don't bother me in the slightest, but if you don't own and run your own company and you can't claim it back, I fully understand. Now, at the moment, in its current form, you have to buy them as the kit. But in the future, they will be doing them individually, and they'll be adding more renditions of blocks as they go forward, shapes, sizes, and etc, etc. So I don't think that is bad value for money, but other people will have an opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Price affects everything for everybody. 250 in my head wasn't a bad deal, I bought it instantly, but 250 in someone else's head, it could be a bad deal. It might put them off. My overall thoughts and opinions on them, they're absolutely epic. I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm not blowing smoke up anyone's you-know-what. I love them. I think they are brilliant, and I will have, more than likely, further renditions down the line when they release different shapes, sizes, etc, etc. It is happening, so I'll be keeping a close eye out on their website. I will link their website in the description for you guys anyway, if you're interested in buying any. They're made in small batches. Like I said, they're not mass produced in China, they're from the UK, and I think you can, if they're out of stock, you can register your interest on their website, and then they'll get in touch when stock's becoming available. Now, I would never go back to using my Blox without extraction. Now I've got these, they tick all the boxes for me, and they've done pretty much every job I've needed them to do. So my honest opinion on these are absolutely pucker, and you would not regret it if you did go and get yourself some. I'll leave links to all their social media in the description. Gavin does have a YouTube channel that he's just started as well worth going and have a look. I'll link that in the description as well. And if you guys are interested in winning a brand new set of these for absolutely zero, all you got to do is you got to leave a comment, whatever you choose on this video, and you'll be entered into the draw. You got to like the video, and if you're on social media, give the video a share. Whoever we check when we announce the winner, which will probably be not this weekend, next weekend. Hold on, I'll check the date because you might be watching this a long time after we've done it. So I'm going to probably do the live draw results on Sunday the 16th. So we're going to do the draw on Sunday the 16th. And if you are the winner and you've commented, if you haven't liked the video or shared it, then you will forfeit winning these blocks. So the rules are: like the video, leave a comment, whatever you want to leave, not fussed, and share the video on social media. And if you haven't got social media, let me know in a comment. You'll still be entered into the draw. So it's as simple as it gets. I will contact the winner and post you out a brand new set of blocks. And what a epic prize to win, really. If you are into bodywork and stuff, these will be well handy for you. And if you haven't got an extraction system, you can go to Screwfix and get a cheap Hoover. They do like a 30 quid one, and that'll work. You just buy the correct pipe and off you go. So that's my opinion and review on the Pinkies blocks. As always, a massive thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon on the next one. Stay safe and be lucky.